In the world of weight loss diets, low carbohydrate, high protein eating plans often grab attention. So, the Paleo, the South Beach, and the Atkins diets all fit into the category. They are sometimes referred to as the ketogenic or the keto diets, but a true ketogenic diet is different. So, unlike other low carb diets which focus on protein, a keto plan centers on fat, which supplies as much as 90% of daily calories. And it's not the type of diet to try as an experiment. Welcome back, friends, to another episode of the channel Wealthy Health. The keto diet is used to help reduce the frequency of the epileptic seizures in children. While it is also being tried for the weight loss, it's best to make this only a short-term dietary change to help jump-start the weight reduction. So how does this keto diet work? So here are the basics. The keto diet actually aims to force your body into using a different type of fuel. So instead of relying on sugar or the glucose that comes from the carbohydrates such as the grains or the legumes, vegetables and fruits, the keto diet relies on the ketone bodies, a type of fuel that the liver produces from the stored fat. So burning fat actually seems like an ideal way to lose the pounds, but getting the liver to make the ketone bodies is very tricky. Number one, it requires that you deprive yourself of carbohydrates, fewer than 20 to 50 grams of carbs per day. It typically takes a few days to reach a state of ketosis. Eating too much of protein can also interfere with the ketosis. So actually, what do you eat? So because the keto diet has such a high fat requirement, followers must eat fat at each meal. So in a daily 2000 calorie diet, that might look like 165 grams of fat, 40 grams of carbs and 75 grams of protein. However, the exact ratio depends on the particular needs. So some healthy unsaturated fats are allowed on the keto diet, like the nuts like almonds or the walnuts, seeds, avocados, tofu and the olive oil. But saturated fats from oils like the palm or the coconut, lard, butter and cocoa butter are encouraged in high amounts. So protein is part of the keto diet, but it doesn't typically discriminate between the lean protein foods and the protein sources, which is high in saturated fats such as the beef or the pork or the bacon. Now, what about the fruits and the vegetables? So all fruits are rich in carbs, but you have like certain fruits, usually like the berries, in small proportions. So vegetables such as are also rich in carbs and are restricted to leafy greens such as the kale or the Swiss chard, spinach, and then the cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts and asparagus, bell peppers, onions, garlic, mushrooms, cucumber, celery and summer squashes. So a cup of chopped broccoli has about 6 carbs. So what are the keto diet risks? So a ketogenic diet has numerous kinds of risks. So off top of the list is it's high in saturated fat. So it's always recommended you keep the saturated fats to no more than 7% of your daily calories because of the link to the heart disease. And indeed, the keto diet is also associated with an increase in the bad or the LDL cholesterol, which is also linked to the heart disease. And the other kinds of risk are kind of like the first one is like nutrient deficiency. So if you're not eating a wide variety of vegetables, fruits and grains, you may be at risk of deficiency in micronutrients, including like selenium, magnesium, phosphorus and vitamins like B and C. Next one is the liver problems. So with no much fat to metabolize, the diet could make any existing liver conditions very worse. The next one is the kidney problems. So the kidneys help to metabolize the protein and then the keto diet may overload them. So the current recommended intake for a protein average like 4 to 6 grams per day for women and 56 grams for men. Another risk is the constipation. So the keto diet is low in fibrous foods like the grains and legumes, so it can cause constipation. The next one is the fuzzy thinking and the mood swings. So the brain actually works best when the energy source is sugar from healthy carbohydrates to function. Low carb diets may cause like confusion and irritability. So these risks actually add up. So make sure that you talk to a doctor or a registered dietitian before ever attempting a ketogenic diet. Now, what about the other diets? See, the popular low carb diets such as the Atkins or the Paleo modify a true keto diet, but they come with the same risk if you overdo it on fats and proteins and lay off the carbs. So, why do people follow all these kinds of diets? So, they are everywhere and people hear anecdotally and they work. So, theories about the short term low carb diet success include the lower appetite because fat burns slower than carbs. But concerns remain about staying on a keto diet for the long term. And eating a restrictive diet, no matter what the plan, is difficult to sustain. So once you resume a normal diet, the weight will likely return. Thank you friends for watching my video. I hope today's video is very informative because keto diet is something very trendy nowadays and people started following all these kind of diets. But make sure you consult with a doctor or a dietitian before you follow all these kinds of diets, because you may be at risk if you do continue for a long term all these kind of diets. Okay, so please do like my videos, please do share this video with all your family and friends and subscribe my channel. So until I come up with a new video, everyone take care, bye bye, and have a healthy life.